take our knees towards the long edges of our mat, inviting the big toes to touch, just gently sinking hips towards the heels. Arms can certainly extend, reaching to the top of the mat, palms up or down. Or maybe it feels good for you to wrap your arms around the sides, or create fists and gently place the forehead. Certainly using the support of a block or a cushion under your sit bones to offer greater ease. And as long as it feels safe to do so, just bring the eyes to a gentle close. Letting awareness slowly transition from the external to the internal. Noticing the state of your breath. Just inviting that breath to find a natural, nourishing rhythm of inhale and exhale. Starting to become reacquainted with that wave of expansion and contraction. Knowing that this is the place to return to again and again throughout our practice and throughout your day. Whenever it's needed, just take that pause, ground and center yourself. Quietly welcoming into the new now. And so as we breathe into this moment, we can begin to broaden awareness, taking inventory on body, mind, and heart. Let's acknowledge what's accompanying us into this space and onto our mats. No need to expect or judge what you encounter within the body, mind, and heart. Just simply observe. Acknowledging where you're feeling open and relaxed. Noticing with compassion and kindness any areas that feel tense or tight. And please make a quiet commitment to yourself that you're going to honor where your body is at today. You're going to surrender the need to force, strive, or compete to achieve any particular posture or position. You're taking this time to commit to slowing down, having this space to breathe, to feel, and to notice. Let's be willing to take in all that we need. We'll do what we can, but let's have the courage to let go of the rest. Continuing to observe that change of sensation. And if our arms aren't there already, let's gently extend them out in front. And as long as it's honoring you, let's walk hands over to the left side, reaching right fingertips a little further. Press palms down into the earth. Feel that spine lengthen on an inhale, and the head will fall heavy between the biceps as we exhale. Pause there and breathe. Relax the jaw. Let's use an inhale to walk hands through center, and exhale coming over to the right. Left fingertips now reaching a little further. Again, pressing palms into the floor. Feel that dynamic tension within the body. Lengthen on an inhale. Draw towards your mat as you exhale. Lifting slightly, hands to center, shoulder distance apart. We'll tuck our knees in if we chose to go wide and just guide ourselves to a tabletop. We'll slide that blocker cushion off to the side if we had one in use. Let's take a moment to align our joints. Wrists are under shoulders, elbows tuck in, knees under hips as best you can. Do explore what feels manageable within your wrist joints. Palms can be flat. You can create fists, or taking a rolled towel or the top of your mat just under the heel of the hands, just alleviating some of that pressure. Soften your gaze, return to breath. And as we inhale, we're going to guide belly towards the mat and lift chin and chest forward and up. Using the exhale to now round spine towards the ceiling. Let's draw chin to chest. Just flowing at our own pace. Think about tending to each and every vertebrae of the spine through this motion of flexion and extension. Come into your body and just notice any change within the spine, within that posterior chain as you flow in this cat-cow. Opportunity to move through one more round if that's honoring you and your practice. When we're ready, we're going to meet back in our strong neutral position, walking hands a bit closer to the top of the mat. We're still shoulder distance apart. Continuing to be guided by breath. Come forward to a kneeling plank on an inhale, elbows tuck in. Exhale, slowly bring belly, chest, and chin to the mat. Relaxing the glutes, lift chin and chest away as we inhale. And press hips to heels on the exhale. Yogi's choice if we hold here to breathe, or if we continue with that flow a few more times. So if we flow on an inhale, we'll come up and forward. Elbows in. Exhale slowly. As we rise into our cobra, take time to roll the shoulder blades down the back. And exhale, we'll send hips to heels. Take a moment and check in. What do you need? If it's flowing, moving at your own pace. Trust that natural rhythm of the breath to guide you and to companion you. Opportunity for one more. Child's pose, take a moment, and then gently we're going to draw up to a tabletop position, shoulders over wrists, knees under hips, Belly button coming to spine. We're just sliding our left foot through between our hands. Low lunge. If it's available, let's draw hands to hips. Or take the arms and extend overhead. Thumbs will point behind. Focus the gaze. Come to your breath. Let's lengthen on our inhale. Explore deepening that lunge slightly as we exhale. Just noticing that sensation in the right side. No need to clench the left toes. Maintain space between upper and lower teeth. And just be with that subtle movement through belly and chest as you breathe in and out. Deep inhale. Exhale, hands return to the mat. We'll frame the foot. We're going to shift our weight so the left leg is straight, toes up. Helpful if we focus our gaze to the top of the mat. Lengthening spine on an inhale, soft bend of elbows as we exhale. We want to think about hinging forward from the hips. Smoothing out the muscles of the face. Come to that expansion and contraction within the belly. We'll lift our gaze, walking into a low lunge. Let's place both hands to the inside edge of the foot. Curling our back toes and lifting up the knee. Turn towards the long edge. Let's pause here, meeting in a standing straddle. Hands rest under the shoulders. Soft bend into the knees, press into the outer edges of the feet. Lift the chest slightly as we inhale. And again, hinge from those hips on the exhale. There's no expectation or a destination for crown of the head. We're just exploring our edge, tuning into the communication of the body. Honoring our needs, respecting the boundaries we may have physically, mentally, or emotionally. There is nothing for you to prove. There's everything for you to feel and experience. Just using an inhale, let's begin to lift up the chest. Exhale, we're going to turn towards the back of the mat. All toes pointing in that direction. Low lunge here, so left knee comes down. Find that focal point, invite hands to hips or reach the arms over. If our arms are extended, palms will face. Let's lengthen as we inhale. Explore deepening the lunge as we exhale. And invite those hips to just soften to the earth. Heart is gently opening. Breath is remaining slow and steady, grounding us into the here and now. Deep inhale, hands come down on the exhale, frame the foot. Let's shift the weight back so our right leg is straight, those toes are up. Let the shoulders melt from the ears. Inhale, slight bend to elbows as we exhale. inviting tongue to just start melting away from the roof of the mouth. Feel that opening within the throat. Making space so breath moves freely in and out of the body. Lifting slightly, let's come to that low lunge position. Both hands to the inside edge of the foot. Curling our back toes, lifting up our knee. We're going to turn to the long edge once again. Standing straddle for now. So let's unclench the toes. Press firmly into the outer edges of the feet. And with hands under shoulders, lift the chest on an inhale. Soft bend to elbows as we exhale. We're hinging from the hips. Now inhale to lift the chest slightly. And just exhale, walk hands in the direction of that right foot, so towards the back of the mat. Nice deep inhale. And exhale, we'll bend the right knee. See if we can come onto that left heel. We're going to guide the tailbone towards the mat just enough to feel that sensation within the inner thigh. Be mindful of what's communicated within the left knee. We're not looking to create pain or any strain within our joints. Inhale, we're going to straighten, come to center. And exhale, let's walk hands towards that left foot. Same thing here. Lengthen the spine with an inhale. Bending left knee as we exhale. Come on to the right heel if that's available. This is a new sign and a new experience. See about releasing the expectation that it should feel the same. Inhale, let's straighten the legs, plant the feet, come to center. Hands can remain under the shoulders, or maybe it feels good to walk hands to the ankles. Lift the chest on an inhale, soften the knees, exhale, fold from those hips. Staying with the breath, creating space on the inhale, softening and surrendering as we exhale. Let's walk the hands back under the shoulders. Lifting up the chest, we're going to walk our hands, pivoting our toes back to the top. Let's now frame that front foot. If we can step or slide back, we'll meet in a downward facing dog. Incorporating any movement that feels good here within the posture. Gently pedal out the feet, sway the hips. Maybe the head wants to shake yes and no. We'll find our way to stillness, rotating the elbows in, gazing softly towards the knees. Taking our time, we're walking hands towards the feet. Breathing with ease. Forward fold at the back of the mat. Bend the knees as much as you need to offer comfort within the body. And maybe it feels good if we sway gently in a ragdoll. So arms can be long in this posture. Or maybe it feels good to hold, to opposite elbows. Just coming to center, bringing the body to stillness. We're breathing fully. Hands towards or on the mat. Let's be guided by that breath. Inhale, come halfway up, so hands to shins, flatten out the back. And now exhale, fully fold. Inhale, we're going to rise, lengthening the body, coming all the way to standing. Palms together at the top. Exhale, bend the knees, bring the hands to the heart center. Just take a moment. If it feels good, we'll stay here, or maybe it's part of your practice today to explore a twist. If we're going to explore, let's lengthen the spine on an inhale. Right elbow, left knee as we exhale. Think about weighting that tailbone towards the earth, opening chest to that left side. Just a couple deep breaths. On an inhale, let's come up to center, open the chest, and exhale, twisting opposite direction. We do our best to align those knees to one another. Let the tailbone draw to the earth. Open the heart and breathe. Let's find our way to center, straightening the body on an inhale, arms overhead, left hand to right wrist. Exhale, lean to the left. Soft bend of elbows, we're guiding shoulders behind the ears. No need to clench the toes. Inhale, coming up to center, we'll switch the grip. Exhale, leaning to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale, release the arms. We're going to swan dive, so hinge forward from the hips, coming all the way down. Seeing if those fingertips can draw to the mat, so don't be afraid to deepen the bend within the knees. You can stay here in the fold, or maybe with the hands, we slide them under the feet so palms face up to meet in a gorilla pose. Might feel good on the wrists, but taking what's necessary for you in your practice. Let those shoulders soften from the ears, lengthen the back of the body on an inhale. Without compromising that length, hinge a little deeper from hips as we exhale. Unfurrow the brow. Create ease to the jaw. Just take a moment to breathe, to be here, to offer your curiosity to the sensations, to the thoughts, to the emotions, knowing that you are simply the observer. We'll begin to release those hands if we chose to slide them under. Inhale again, come halfway up, create a flat back, press those hips behind. Exhale, release hands to the mat. Gently lift the eyes towards the top. We'll walk back out to a downward facing dog, just to begin. And as we settle back into this posture, take a moment to magnetize those heels to the earth. Invite chest towards the thighs. Yogi's choice to stay here or take a slow flow with your own breath. We're going to move through a flow or vinyasa. I can certainly guide you through. So on an inhale, we shift the body forward, plank from toes or knees, tuck the elbows in, and exhale slowly. Feel those elbows graze the body as we come to the mat. Inhale, we rise, chin and chest come away, and we'll exhale back, returning to our downward facing dog. Gazing at the knees or the toes, breathing fully. Let's see if we can inhale and lift those right toes away. And exhale, we're stepping right foot to the outside of the right hand. Taking your time, left knee will come down. So we still have our hands shoulder distance apart. Maybe it feels good to tent the fingers. Unclench those right toes. Just start to lift your gaze directly in front. And just as we settle in, let that inhale draw your heart forward. Your exhale, soften your shoulders down. Keep hugging that right knee in towards the body. One more inhale. And as we exhale, let's roll onto the outside of that right foot. Firmly plant left hand to the mat. We can begin with right hand just pressing softly to that right thigh. Stay here if this is feeling good and like it's enough. If you would like to explore and it's not compromising the safety of your body, place that right hand on the lower back. So back of the hand will rest along the body, and feel that right shoulder just roll a little deeper behind you. Stay here at option 2. This is good and like it's enough. And only if it's necessary, take that option 3, bending the back knee, right hand reaches, holding gently onto the ankle. Let's keep the foot flexed. We'll release that back leg, returning right hand to right thigh. Let's take one more inhale together. Exhale, plant the right foot, right hand to the mat. So again, our hands are shoulder distance apart. Curling our back toes, let's pick up the back knee. Now on an inhale, legs will straighten, maybe those front toes lift up. Exhale, soft bend to elbows, come to fold. Find a focal point, rest your gaze, and bring your breath back to this experience. Lifting the eyes, look to the top of the mat. Plant that right foot, draw the left knee all the way down. So let's firmly plant our hands, shoulder distance apart. Start to send sit bones to the wall behind you to comfortably and safely slide that right leg out wide to the side, toes forward. Let's walk the hands under the shoulders, lengthen the spine, soften the shoulders as we inhale. Keep sending hips behind you as you exhale. Only if it's needed are we coming down to a forearm or 2. We're micro bending that right knee as we press firmly into the outer edge of that foot. Staying active here, guide those sit bones behind you. Let top of the head stretch in front of you. We'll maintain the space between upper and lower teeth. Following that wave, inhale and exhale. We're going to lift the eyes and just walk back onto our palms if we aren't already there. We're going to guide that right knee in and then safely cross that right foot over to the left side. So ball of the foot to the floor. Lengthening as we inhale. We press that right heel away on our exhale. So it's like we're sinking into the left hip. Gently come down to a forearm or two if it's needed. If it's most comfortable in the neck, let the head fall heavy. See what happens when you slow the breath. Lifting the eyes, look between the hands, press your palms down, and slowly draw the shoulders over the wrists, right leg straight behind. Let's think about that belly button to spine here. Deep inhale, just as we exhale, guide that right heel towards the mat. So we're pressing down, just a gentle stretch within the calf. Look to the top of the mat and come into a variation of plank. So if it's from toes, left leg steps back. If it's from knees, draw that right knee in and just maybe walk the hands a little more forward. To draw the shoulders over the wrists, we're looking to create a nice long line of energy within the back of the body. Rotate elbows in. Gently contract the glutes. Quietly acknowledge the strength of your own body. One more inhale and exhale. Let's meet back, downward facing dog. Soften the gaze, incorporate the necessary movement. Finding your way to stillness. Rotate elbows in, let the shoulders soften. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the left toes up even slightly. And exhale, step that left foot through to the outside of the left hand. Right knee comes down. So with our hands here, shoulder distance apart, maybe we come just onto fingertips. Left knee is hugging into the body. Gently start to lift your eyes to look directly in front. Keep squeezing the knee in. On an inhale, just let that heart stretch a little further forward. No need to clench the toes. See if you can soften through the belly. Offer ease into the jaw. Inhale this next breath. Roll onto that left pinky toe. Exhale, plant the right hand firmly and take left hand to left thigh. Just noticing this new experience, making any necessary adjustments. And if it's needed here, we can release back of the left hand to the lower back. Draw the shoulder behind. Pause and observe. And only if it's required in our body here are we bending that back knee, reaching the left hand to meet the ankle, holding the foot flexed. Releasing that back leg if we chose the option. Let's place that left hand back on the thigh. Soften the gaze, come to your breath. One more inhale. Replant the left foot and the left hand as we exhale. So our hands are shoulder distance apart. We'll curl the back toes and lift up the back knee. Inhale, legs straight, maybe lift up the front toes. Use an exhale to offer a soft bend into the elbows. Creating a little more space within the neck if that's available. We'll start to replant that left foot, bending the knee. Right knee draws to the mat. We'll plant the hands firmly. Start to send the hips towards the wall behind and extend that left leg out to the side. We're looking for the wrists to remain directly under the shoulders. Soft bend of the left knee to protect that joint. Belly button to spine here. Let's start to send our hips behind us as we inhale. Notice if we need to lower onto the forearms as we exhale. Bring a little bit of awareness to the outer edge of the left foot. Press firmly out in that direction. Crown of the head is stretching forward. Lengthen the spine. Let's notice here and breathe. How is your body experiencing this posture? What adjustments are required to offer care and respect? How has your breath changed? Starting to lift the gaze, look between the hands, and just walk back onto the palms. With those wrists under shoulders, we're going to draw the left knee in just for a moment, and then cross that left foot over to the right side. So ball of the foot to the earth. Belly button to spine, we're long. And as we exhale, we're going to slide that left heel away. Press the left heel towards the earth. Option to come down to the forearms. And if it's comfortable and safe to do so within the neck, let the head fall heavy so the chin draws towards the chest. yourself sink into that right hip. We'll begin to lift our gaze. We press our hands down, drawing our shoulders directly over our wrists with that left leg straight behind. Ball of the foot to your mat. Bring the belly button in just slightly. We want to engage in the core. And just let the exhale draw that left heel towards the mat. Press down into your palms. Let the shoulder blades soften from the ears. We're going to lift our gaze, looking to the top. And when you're ready, find your way to your version of a plank, just for a few deep breaths. Toes or knees, elbows in, breath full. One more inhale, and let's exhale to our final downward dog. So hips high, crown of the head moving to the earth. You want to feel that belly and chest draw in. Just take the time to incorporate the movement that would feel good for your body. Find our way to stillness. Taking one more inhale. And then exhale, draw knees back to the mat. And just walk hands in towards the body slightly. And we'll turn towards our long edge. We're going to set ourselves up for a variation of frog pose. So it can be helpful to roll the ends of the mat in, just offering more cushion. And then we're just going to walk our hands off the mat, coming to a tabletop position. So we're looking for our wrists to be under our shoulders, elbows in. And with our hips over our knees, we're going to keep those toes curled under. And with those toes curled and pressing palms firmly into the earth, let's lift the knees and just start to widen them more than hip distance apart. If it's available, we will notice that we can come down and rest to the inner edges of the feet. If that's not available to us today, we'll keep the knees wide and just turn our toes into the midline. Stay high. Hold that dynamic tension. One more inhale. And just as we start to press our hips back, so to the wall behind us or towards our heels, if our toes are pointed in, maybe the forearms just naturally move a little closer to the floor. Breathe and be here. Knowing that at any point, if it becomes too much, or if the body is indicating that this is unsafe today, turn your toes in, sink your hips towards your heels, still savoring the benefits in that wide-legged child's pose. Unfurrow the brow, deepen the breath. If we haven't done so already, Let's take a moment turning toes in towards the midline. Let the hips sink a little deeper towards the heels. Head falls heavy. The head, just lift and shift your gaze forward. We'll begin to place our hands directly under shoulders. Lifting the knees, bringing them back to that tabletop position. We'll unroll the mat and meet and seated. Knees will be bent. This is where we'll find our strap. We're going to put it to use as we come all the way down. So when you're ready to lower onto your back, we'll do so gently and mindfully. So plant the feet, fingertips rest softly on the legs. Draw those inner thighs towards the midline and bring yourself down. As we come onto our backs, maybe taking a moment to bring knees in, rocking gently side to side. Come to stillness and extend only our right leg long. So left knee is in. This is where we'll bring the strap around the ball of that left foot. Both hands holding on. As we extend the leg, we'll be mindful to not lock the knee, so a soft bend. Take a moment to just flex and point the toes. Chin to chest, elongate the neck. Take tension out of the jaw. And if you can, holding in that flexed position, actively pressing heel towards the sky. Think about lengthening with this inhale. And then exhale, left thigh comes a little bit closer to the belly. Move gently and with awareness. Discerning that difference between a stretch and a strain. Once you've met your edge, take a moment to pause there and breathe. From here, we're going to transition the strap fully into that left hand. Foot is flexed. Right hand rests along the sides. Just using an inhale, let's open that left leg out wide to that side. No destination for how low we need to get the foot. Bring chin to chest. Hips and shoulder blades are grounded to the mat. Wandered off, we'll come to the breath. Using an inhale to draw that left leg up. Exhale, right hand takes over the strap. Left hand now down at the side. We're still flexed at the ankle, crossing the left leg over the midline of the body. Just enough to feel that sensation. More to the outer edge of the thigh and into the hip. That IT band. If it feels safe to do so, just explore that change of sensation when you point the left toes. Right hand still holding the strap. Inhale that leg up to center. Exhale, bend the knee towards the chest. So we have the option here to keep holding on to the strap, or if it's available, just reaching your right hand to the outer edge of ankle or foot. We can just drape the strap for now. Foot is flexed. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, draw that knee across the body once again, and then invite that left knee towards the right shoulder. Press out through the heel, deepen the breath. Take a moment here and breathe. We'll slowly inhale off that twist. Exhale, release the strap and extend your left leg long, meeting the right. Give the legs a gentle shake, maybe noticing a difference. And then when you're ready, that right knee will come in, and we're going to bring the strap around the ball of this foot. So we're extending the leg up, both hands holding the strap, tuck chin to chest. And take a moment to flex and point. This is a new side, and it's a new experience. Let's be open and receptive to these new sensations. Offering curiosity, compassion, and respect to what is here in body, mind, and heart. Let's pause in that flexed position if we can. Soften the knee. Let that right heel press up on an inhale. Thigh comes towards the belly as we exhale. And we're also feeling those shoulders melt from the ears. Let's transition the strap into the right hand, left hand at the side, foot still flexed. On an inhale, we're going to open that leg wide. Just enough to feel that sensation through groin and inner thigh. Press out through the heel. Both hips and shoulder blades are grounded to the mat. Feeling the movement of belly, rise and fall. On an inhale, let's bring that right leg up, and exhale, left hand holding the strap. Right hand down at the side. Stay flexed in the foot. Let's protect the knee as we cross the midline of the body. Just enough to notice what's happening to the outer edge of that right leg. If it feels safe to do so, just take a moment to explore pointing the right toes, pointing away from the body. Left hand is holding the strap here. Let's bring the right leg back to center on an inhale. Bending right knee to chest as we exhale. So we can keep holding the strap or reach to the outer edge of the foot or ankle. Tuck chin to chest. And just gently draw the knee across the body. And then invite it towards that left shoulder. That's certainly a guide and not a destination. Inhale, we'll come off the twist. Exhale, release the strap to the side. Lengthen that right leg long. Give the legs a gentle shake. Even bring the arms overhead. Take a moment for a full body stretch. Lengthening out in both directions. One more inhale. Just as we exhale, we're going to release, transitioning into the most comfortable and safe posture for us here, knowing that we will be holding for a few moments. So take the time to create comfort, to find ease to the best of your ability. And as long as it feels safe to do so, just let the eyes slowly close. Just as we start to close the eyes, we can welcome ourselves into Shavasana. Knowing that we're entering into a space of stillness. Intentionally coming to a place of non-doing. Just as you start to return the breath to a natural, effortless pace, may we trust in the ability of our own breath to soften the body, to soothe the mind, and to open up our hearts. Opening yourself up in any way that's feasible. Be as simple as unclenching the jaw. Let the shoulders soften. Feel the shoulder blades come together just slightly. Turn the palms to face up. Open and receptive in this stillness. This is a time for you to rest and renew in body, mind, and heart. So please, if you can, give yourself this gift of silence. Dwelling in the simplicity. Be with the magnificence of your own being. Feel that contact you have with the mat and the earth beneath you. Start to incorporate some slow movement, wiggling out the toes and the fingers. Or maybe you rotate through the wrists and the ankles. Let that head gently drop shoulder to shoulder, bringing movement to the neck. When you feel ready, just guide the knees towards the chest, placing hands softly on the shins or the hamstrings. Feet flex, let the body slowly rock side to side, or draw circles slowly with the knees, really massaging that lower back onto your mat. When you feel ready, just going to roll fully to a side that is most comfortable and take a moment there. No need to rush. Just in your own time, draw yourself up into the most seated and comfortable seated position you can create for yourself. As long as it feels comfortable and safe, the eyes will stay closed. We're just holding that awareness inward. And as we meet in our seated posture, our hands will either rest in the lap, or we'll bring the palms together at the heart center in a posture of gratitude. Feel those sit bones ground into the mat. Feel the length created from your inhale and the ease of your exhale. Taking a moment to just notice an inventory of body, breath, mind, and heart. So that as you step off the mat and back into the world, you're doing so with a greater sense of ease, insight, and awareness. May the next part of your day be expansive and peaceful. Please know that the light and love in me truly honors the light and love in you. Namaste.